All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the Dre and Jay podcast once again. You got Jay and you got Dre. Um,
Hmm.
Today we're just gonna cover a couple of topics. In this first video today, though, we're gonna talk about the Giants and Eagles debacle, about how there was speculation that Doug Peterson threw the game to get a higher draft pick. You want to go ahead and start off first, Dre? What's your thoughts
Yeah.
about that?
First off, I want to tell all Giants fans to shut the fuck up. That's one. Because I don't see how we would tank that game. We have a starting quarterback in Carson Wentz who clearly said, yo, I'm not happy here. Carson Wentz, who had a 2018 MVP season, who's just not going to let some kid take his job, says, I'm not happy with the situation. You think Carson Wentz is going to stay on the bench? No. He's made it clear that, this is not going to work. The Eagles have to move him some way, somehow, with that contract. Good luck to them. They have to move him. And we're in a man's game where in the NFL, the next play could basically end your career or have you out for a couple of weeks. The Eagles have to see what they have in Nate Sudfeld to see if he's the second string or if they have to go get somebody else. And that was a winnable game. And we have a coach in Doug Peterson who feels like he can win with a backup. I mean, he won the biggest game of his career or biggest game of biggest games in the Super Bowl with a second string quarterback and Nick
Nick
Foles.
Foles, yeah.
So I don't understand how Giants fans or Cowboys fans could say, "Oh, he threw the game," or they're tanking for higher picks. Like he won the Super Bowl with a backup QB. This is the perfect game to see. All right, let's see if I can have this guy as my backup and if we could develop him into something. So I feel like all of that nonsense that was for no reason. Like I feel like the Eagles just wanted to see what they have in a second string because Jalen Hurts is obviously our guy for the foreseeable future until we can build a formidable offense. What are your
Okay.
takes, Jay?
Okay, so you covered an interesting point. I just have one question for you. Actually, before I cover that question, those of you who don't know, I'm sure you saw the first. If you didn't already see the first two videos, Andre's a Dolphins and an Eagles fan. So when you hear him say, my team, that's the reason why he likes both the Eagles and the Dolphins. But I just had a quick question. Um, Doug Peterson's stance, just like you said, was he wanted to see what he had in Nate Sudfeld before going into the next season, because obviously you're gonna have question marks with Carson Wentz, and obviously you're gonna have question marks with Jalen Hurts. I'm sure. Who knows? Either they might compete in the off season. I mean the
It's gonna get
preseason.
ugly. It's gonna get real ugly this offseason.
Okay. All right, that's understandable. So my question is, if they wanted to see what they had in Nate Sudfeld in their third string quarterback, why did they just start him to begin the whole game instead of benching Jalen Hurts to begin with? Why did they just announce before the game, we're gonna start Nate Sudfeld? Why do you think they didn't just start him right away? Because if you pull Jalen Hurts, I would assume that Jalen Hurts would be your best chance to win that game. So why
Jalen
would
Hurts
you?
had an average. He had an average game. As much as I'm a fan of him, at first I didn't like him because I had concerns about the accuracy, but he did what Carson Wentz couldn't. He extended plays. He made our offense look way better than it should have looked when he stepped in because of his ability to be mobile. You know, but you know,
But you
Doug
didn't. You don't.
Peterson. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, but you don't think it would have made any sense to just say, you know what? Even if we do think Jalen Hurts is the future of our team, let's just sit him just so he's as healthy as possible going into next
No,
season.
no, no,
Why?
no, no, no,
Why
no.
didn't
He's a
like?
rookie. You want him to play in those type of games just to see what is he made of.
Okay,
Because we've
that's
seen
fair.
we've seen great things from Jalen Hurts that can be worked on, but
I
we
would
want to
say
see
that's
what
true.
he's made of. But at the same time, it's like, all right, this is the last game of a season and a real life situation. Like basically, Washington wins and they're in. And
Hmm.
you want to see what your second string quarterback is made of. And Doug Peterson is the last person that you should be accusing of tanking. Like, come on. This man took a beaten Eagles team to the playoffs last year. and also went to the Super
That
Bowl
is
with
true.
the second string. Come on.
That is true. What I had to say, I don't know if you saw the press conference of the Giants coach. He pretty much went on a rant saying, I know we have a full 16 games to win the season.
Yeah, you do. You do.
You know,
16 games, and all y'all could pull out with 6 wins.
Yeah, and then he was pretty much saying, I'm not trying to use that as an excuse, but I would never disrespect the game. He felt like Doug Peterson was disrespecting the game because I guess maybe in the Giants' mind, they thought it was Jalen Hurts that gave them the best chance to win the game, which I would agree. And they felt that by putting in their third string quarterback, that by doing that, you're pretty much saying this game is over. Let's just sit Jalen Hurts.
No, it's not.
You know, that's what his viewpoint was.
With the Giants, that's their problem, bro. You too focused on other people's team. You need to focus on your own roster.
These guys like Golden Tate.
The NFC East was up for grabs. After week 3 or week 4, everybody who watches the NFL was like, the NFC East is up for grabs. Whoever can be the first to get 7 wins is going to win the division. So that sounds like a Giants problem.
No, I agree with you. Guys
that sounds like a Giants problem.
I agree with you. Guys like Golden Tate and Saquon Barkley, those guys were on Twitter talking about, what are the Eagles doing? Why is Jalen Hurts on the bench? What am I watching? You know,
need to focus on recovery.
You know, those guys wanted to be in the playoffs so bad that they were literally rooting for the Eagles. And there's some people out there saying that the Eagles did it on purpose because they hate the Giants and stuff like that. Like, do you even think that's
Cowboys we hate the Cowboys just as much. So what are they talking?
That's what I was gonna say.
Redskins just as much.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. I feel like every team in that division hates each other. So I think that's just some nonsense excuse.
Man. If the Eagles if the Eagles had like a genie, they would wish that none of those teams got in. Come on, stop. As the Eagles fans, I hate each team equally.
Those guys wanted to get in the playoffs so bad. You gotta, dude. You have a full 16 games to get a winning record.
The Giants had games where they could have won. They could have easily been 8-8, and they just didn't get the job done. It's as simple as that. Point blank. Period.
It's just like I used to always say, me being a Dolphins fan, I used to tell you, the people that we talk with all the time, Dre, I used to tell you guys this all the time. We didn't necessarily have to win that week 17 game to get in, but if we can't even go up to Buffalo and beat them, we don't deserve to be in the playoffs regardless.
And like I said, Miami was put in a position in that Kansas City game and the Denver Broncos game against terrible defenses.
Exactly.
And all Tua had to do was play his part and at least give our defense a break and, put up some more points. And we don't even have this week 17, the scenario.
The scenario, yeah.
I don't know what the Giants are talking about. Win your games. Stop worrying about help. Like, what is all this thing about help, bro? Do what you have to do, and you don't have that. You don't have those scenarios.
You got to take care of business. I can't.
Take care of business, bro.
Yeah, I can't be that guy that just hopes for this team to lose to this team. Just take care of business. You ain't got to worry about none of that other stuff.
Bro, and they wonder why they have coach changes every couple of years.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's crazy. So let me ask you this. Let me just ask you this. What do you think the future for Doug Peterson holds? Do you think next season he's on the hot? Do you think he starts next season on the hot seat? Or do you think his job is not really in question right now? Like, what do you think plays into that?
Other than Bill Belichick, I have a question to counteract that. And I'm going to answer your question, of course.
Okay.
I respect you, my dog. I'm going to ask you your question.
Mm-hmm.
Other than Bill Belichick, what other head coaches have been to the Super Bowl in our era, in this era? Doug Peterson just won his team a Super Bowl 2 years ago. What type of hot seat is this? He's had unfortunate events. His starting QB and Carson Wentz has had injuries. His number one receiver in Deshaun Jackson has been injured. There's been questions on the defensive side as to what's going on there, with injuries and, players underperforming, our number one.
I folded. My thing froze.
Yeah, so there were injuries on, on our team with the O-line and the defense. Doug Peterson in this decade, is one of those coaches other than Bill Belichick that has made it to the Super Bowl. And not only has he made it there, he's won a Super Bowl and has shown that he can get us back with adversity. You don't just quit on a guy like that. And just because our rivals, the Giants, say that, oh, he destroyed the integrity of it, screw the Giants. The Eagles have rebuilded and went to the Super Bowl, rebuilded and then made it to the playoffs. And you guys, year after year, put out a mediocre roster. Just shut the hell up, man. What you think, Wills? What you think, Jay?
No, I agree. I agree with you in that manner. I think it's too early to say that Doug Peterson should definitely be on a hot seat. Like you said, last year they were in the playoffs. Just the Eagles are just, it's crazy. The Eagles are just one of those teams that always get hit with the injury bug every single year. Mm-hmm. It just sucks.
And still finds a way to make it happen.
But like I said, I feel like you guys have a good piece. What's his name? Your receiver, Jalen. What's his name? Jalen Reagor or Rager?
Jalen
Reagor. You got Miles Sanders. Dallas Goedert. That's his name too.
Mm-hmm. And we still got Zach Ertz, one of the top receiving tight ends. It's hard to come by a tight end like that in this league.
Do you think Zach Ertz is going to be on the Eagles next year?
Yeah, of course.
You think they're going to pay both of those tight ends to stay on the team?
I mean, Zach Ertz,
because it looked like they don't want to pay Zach Ertz almost.
I mean, if another team pay him, then good luck with them, bro. You're going to overpay for a receiving tight end that's injured. We could use them, but
the one thing I will say is the last couple of years, the Eagles have kind of been a little shaky on receiver. I feel like this year they're probably going to be pretty. Now that they went from number 9 to number 6 by losing that game, I feel like they're probably going to try to grab one of those top receivers and whoever the quarterback is next year.
Just like how we did with Rager. And Rager's, bro, that guy's a playmaker. We just need him to stay healthy,
Exactly. So, definitely pretty good conversation that we had, not too long, just a little
I just want to end it by saying, bro, Giants fans and, the Giants coach, shut the hell up. Y'all had the opportunity to win a division that was literally up for grabs. It's literally like a jump ball.
It literally went until the last week. Literally, pretty much every team was still in it, right?
The Eagles got eliminated the week before right? Last week. Yeah, exactly. So it was a 3-way jump ball. That made me drop my headphones because y'all got me mad, bro. All heated and riled up, bro.
But yeah, we'll just go ahead and end it here, and let us know in the comment section. Do you think that the Eagles threw that game to get a higher draft pick? Let us know in the comment section. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon with another video.
Take care.
Peace.